Bonjour, c'est moi, Monsieur Webb. Just kidding. It's me, Peter B. Parker, filling in for Jay on the one hitter on the SheetCast, brought to you by Masters of None. This is available only for our Patreons. And hey, we got a special review for you just for content's sake. I went out and saw Madam Web. Oh, yeah, Madam Web. Woo! This was something. So the first like hour, I gotta say, just it's okay. It's got all the makings of your standard superhero movie. It's moving okay. I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't gonna be so bad. But like nothing happens until like an hour and 10 minutes in. First thoughts as we're going through it. And by the way, spoilers coming in hardcore. Not like most people are gonna go see this movie, and you probably shouldn't. But here's the thing. So first off, it's like it should be called, first of all, CPR the movie. We'll put it that way, and I'll tell you why when we get to it. Um, Also, it's like a prequel of a prequel of a prequel. Adam Scott is in this for some reason. I don't know. He's Uncle Ben. We see Peter Parker's mom. They like tease with she's pregnant and she has the baby, and it's like, what's his name going to be? What's his name going to be? They never say Peter. Super tease there, but it's a crazy crazy ride. So, Madam Webb, Cassie Webb, her name is Webb. Why? I mean, I know there's probably comic book lore that they have to stick to, but I don't know. I didn't know anything about Madam Web, any of the lore, the three girls. The only one I recognized was the chick with the afro, Spider Woman, I think, which I know from Spider-Verse. So that was like the only thing I knew about it going in. And spoiler alert, there's like 10 seconds of this guy's vision of the three young Spider Women. I don't even know what their characters are called. They never say what they are. And then there's like 10 seconds at the end. That's all you get. There's hardly any action whatsoever until you get to kind of the end. So Cassie Webb's a paramedic with Uncle Ben, and everybody's giving each other CPR. They're at like an accident scene, and she falls in some water. She has to get CPR. She dies, comes back, and then like starts realizing she can see like a few seconds into the future or the past. I guess to the future a little bit, but then comes back. So I don't really know. I guess that's like her power or something. Her mom died in the Amazon researching spiders to help saved her unborn kid, which is Cassie. Uh, these weird creature people, Spider-Men, who live in the rainforest, like save her and give her a bite with the spider that she's looking for. And then the bad guy, who looks like another one of the spider people, I got them totally confused, kills everybody. It steals the spider stuff, and he's got like basically Spider-Man powers. Okay, so first of all, this guy is the actor, plays Ezekiel something or other. I don't know who he's supposed to be. I don't know who the actor is supposed to be. I don't know if he's like famous overseas or he's like a movie star internationally. Maybe that's why they brought him in. Usually you bring in a famous person to play the villain, so people come out and see him. But they clearly did. They're probably like, we're going to need some kind of international clout here because this movie's going to be terrible. So maybe he's famous elsewhere, but I don't know what it is. But his accent is weird in the beginning. You're like, why is his accent so weird? Because generally when that happens, it's somebody with another accent from another country trying to do an American accent. His accent's all over the place. Then you realize, wait a minute, all of his lines are completely overdubbed. Like somebody else is saying this guy's lines 100% the entire movie. I don't know if they made him redub them because they couldn't understand his accent, but something is wacky and fishy with it. And I swear to you, even at one point, there was a scene where I think even he was not even there. He was like CGI or AI or something. There was one scene where I'm like, that dude is not even there. But either way, it blows the whole movie, whether it's his acting or the overdubbing, but it's terrible. It's hokey. There's so much just bad exposition going on. And like they cram so much. The whole movie is only an hour and 54 minutes, and they cram so much story in it that things are just happening at insane breakneck paces that don't make any sense. She goes back to the rainforest to find out, what happened with her mom. And then like the guy who was one of the spider people just shows up in the middle of the rainforest, like when she's there for like 30 seconds. Like, what was he standing there for 30 years? I don't understand what's happening in this movie. But God, there's so much insanity. Again, nothing happens for like the first hour and 10 minutes for the most part. There's like no action, there's no superheroes, there's no costumes, there's no ass kicking, there's no fighting. It's just this bad guy sees a vision of these three like spider women who kill him in the future, and like instantly he's got a girl in a chair who has face recognition and like more technology than the world's ever seen, and he can just track them down like the minute they step out into public. It's crazy. There's a scene where the bad Spider-Man guy is gets the car with the three girls that he's trying to kill to prevent them from killing him, with Ben Parker and Mary Parker pregnant in the car about to give birth. He's got them like in Times Square. He's standing on the hood of their car, surrounded by traffic, and Madam Web drives a ambulance that she stole through a billboard that's like 5 stories up and hits him perfectly so that it hits him off the cab, and it's bonkers. It makes no sense. The big climax happens. Get this, people, in a fireworks factory. This is like the one action scene of the movie. And again, spoiler alert, she, there's barely any actual fighting that happens. She could kind of see in the future a little bit, so she foresees like where a sign is gonna fall and kind of like gets him to stand in that spot, and so the sign falls on him. Like that's how the bad guy is defeated. It's oh man, it's so insane. It's really, really crazy. And like I said, the first hour, 10 minutes, you're like, all right, I'm kind of buying this. It's a well made, the pace is pretty good, and then it just woo goes off the deep end. Um, I don't know, like if it's even worth seeing. It's not even like a so bad it's good. It's just kind of it's just okay, and then gets bad at the end. Oh my God, hilarious quote. When you take on the responsibility, great power will come. Reverse it. Say later. Oh, the CPR. It's CPR the movie. That's right. So she's giving the worst looking CPR you've ever seen, like not pushing hard enough on the compressions, completely out of time. Everybody knows you got to do it to the beat of Saturday Night Fever, right? The disco. What the hell's the song? You do it to the that's the BPMs. Not doing it too fast, doing it too light. She gets CPR done to her. She teaches the girls CPR for some reason, and of course they use CPR to save her at the end. It's like the whole movie's like a PSA for CPR. It's really, really funny. Oh, in the final fight, the bad guy punches a firework into a helicopter. He punches a firework into a helicopter and makes it blow up and crash. One more time. The bad guy punches a firework that has already been lit and traveling into the sky. He punches it in midair into a helicopter, which then makes it explode. I mean, what more do you need, people? Go see it. CPR the movie, aka Madam Web. This has been your Jay's one hitter for the Masters of None SheetCast. Subscribe on Patreon, patreon.com/Masters of None. Tell your friends about it, and maybe we'll have the sequel called Monsieur Webb. It's about her husband, Monsieur Webb, and she's got these cool sunglasses at the end for some reason. I don't know. She hurt her eyes or something. A firework hit it. I don't know. It's wild though. See ya. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Over and out.